Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Icon 1000 Fairlady jacket, available at RevZilla.com. Icon's latest and greatest 1000 for lady-specific riding. This is the Fairlady, a nice evolution of what they saw them put a stake in the ground with the Hella. We saw them do a really nice job with the Federal. This is the new top of the food chain. North of that $500 mark, it's going to have their most premium leather. Again, it's a natural grain finish. You can see it with the contrast stitching. Two colors available. There's the black with the blue accents. There's also a more natural finish brown that has black. And you see it here on the black version that I have Megan to my left wearing. Full D3O molecular armor pack. Remember, that's the top end armor that becomes rigid upon impact, shoulders, elbows, as well as the back. And again, you're going to see it come together with a lot of contrast stitching. You see that baby blue kind of coming out here and there, even backing the zippers. But again, a lot of top end components. One of the things I really like that they did, it's non-embossed leather. It's natural finish leather. So it has a great feel to it. It's very, very soft. This has more of a sport cut to it. And again, you're going to see the grain of the animal. So they're hand selecting. It's about 1.3 to 1.1 mil grade, so it's a little bit lighter weight than a race grade cowhide, but again, it carries that fashion or that style sentiment. From a seasonality standpoint, there's going to be a removable vest liner, and again, it's a leather. So again, you don't really want to take it out in the rain. Thinking perfectly in spring and fall. In the summer, depending on your temperature tolerance, you can stretch it, and depending on what you're going to do with the vest inside and your base layers in the winter, you might be able to stretch it as well. So you're getting that really 3-season mark, but it depends on how warm or how cool you really want to ride it. Now, quick note on Fitment. Megan, to my left, is 5'8", 145. She's wearing a size medium. Note the length in the arms, the coverage, it fits her spot on, and it's what Icon calls their sport cut. So it's not overly aggressive, but it's not baggy either. It's really a fashion cut in my opinion. You can see all of the attention to detail with the princess seams, some of the way the pockets are laid out, even with some of the contrast stitching around the sides. It's meant to have a very tailored fit to it, look great on and off the bike. You can even see that comes into play with the high collar. But again, sport cut from Icon, they really cover a lot of different riding styles and look great when you're walking into the restaurant or the bar when you're hopping off your bike as well. Ladies, if you're concerned about Fitment, remember we ship for free over 40 bucks. This bad boy is going to ship for free all day long. And remember, if you have any questions or comments as I walk through the rest of the nuance of the jacket, click here, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, leave me your comments or questions and your feedback. Now, diving back in, remember, we talked about the protective qualities of the leather. We talked about the D3O armor pack. Now let's walk through some of the nuances here on the external side of things here with the Fairlady. Notice it is a higher collar. Oxide zippers are done YKK. And one of the things that looks really cool is when you have this black zipper that ties in with the blue behind it. It's not overly blue. It's not overly feminine. It's this tonal blue, really has a nice pop to it. You have these two basic pockets along the chest line, and as you come down, you're going to see there's no belt included, but it has that belted look down along the waist with the contrast stitching. Again, pulling things together, you could add a belt to it, almost has that throwback retro-inspired motorcycle jacket feel to it. Megan, turn the face away from me. Now, if we look at the sleeve, you have a couple panels of leather tying things together. Panel across the top, D3O molecular armor that's very comfortable baked in. Really doesn't get in the way of the style of the jacket, although most motorcycle jackets do have a little bit of a stronger shoulder line, even for ladies. Tonal Icon 1000 embossed logo down the sleeve, and then again, we have a little bit more of that single stitching, really just for accent coming down here in a quilted fashion across the elbow. Notice molecular armor that goes down to about there, and if you work your way in on the sleeve, it's a very basic sleeve here. Again, there's not going to be any snaps to go with it. YKK tonal zip, and then you have that black oxide zip over top of the blue. Again, very, very basic. Now, if Megan lifts her arm up, you're going to see that they have oxide buckle here, adjustable points on the waist. Again, it's as much for style as it is for function, and that ties in again with the way they've done with the belt. Now, Megan, turn and face backwards for me. There you go. Pull your ponytail out of the way for me. Notice the high collar in the back comes all the way up. Again, it'll look good if it's down as well. More of that fashion appeal. Perforation along the back, that is something we didn't talk a ton about yet. This jacket really meant for spring or for fall. In the summertime, you can unzip the front. You have a little bit of breathability in the back, but again, it's not going to be the most vented leather jacket we've ever seen. But that's not what they were going for. Notice we do have a perforation scheme there, and then there's a CE Level 1 D3O T5 back protector baked in as well, and that's going to come stock into the price. You don't have to buy anything additionally when you buy this jacket, other than just maybe a pair of fair leather gloves or Fairlady gloves to kind of tie it all together. And notice the seat positioning. You have a good amount of coverage on the seat. If you're in the tuck, if you're in the 3/4 upright, you should be good to go. Come back around to the front for me there, Megan. Now, if you look at the bottom of the zip, notice they gave you a flare at the bottom. If you are sitting in the upright position, you're going to see that, again, it's a little bit of room to move there. And then unzip it for me. So if Megan unzips it down, there you go, Megan. Turn face a little bit towards me. There you go. Just like that. You're going to notice the typical Icon Ride Among Us backing across the zipper. Again, great wind blocking feature to give you a little bit of extra coverage. And if we open it up from the inside, you have the blue satin liner from Icon. And again, that's going to be thermal. It's going to be a vest only. It's fully removable. And you do have pockets and pass-through pockets baked into it. The interior guts of this bad boy are really just going to be that satin finish from Icon. Now, up towards the top, you'll notice the inside of the collar is going to be finished, again, that premium cowhide again. So it's not going to be aggressive. It's not going to chafe against your skin. It just carries that style over completely. And then open up the other side for me, Megan. And if Megan opens up the other side, you know, all of these jackets come with a removable key fob, but what you're going to see is that if we open up the silk lining that is thermal, you're going to see that you have your mesh on the inside of the jacket. You have some of that satin lining. I said silk, it's really satin lining up along the inside as well. It's very, very comfortable. And there's even slight embossing there. Again, a lot of pockets to work with. There's a lot of functionality baked into the inside. Here, you can zip that bad boy, the whole thing back up for me. And remember, a lot of attention spent on detail. The last juggernaut we saw from Icon, besides the Hella or really the Ladies Oildale, was going to be the Federal. The Federal was a standout for years. This is, in my opinion, the next iteration of that top end, top of the food chain Icon 1000 line. Now, if you have any questions, you can give us a shout. But the next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over 40 bucks. Lady Gear Geeks are available. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Don't forget to subscribe to us on the YouTubes. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.